This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com with review. The movie I'm looking at today is Jordan Vogt-Roberts' Kong Skull Island. And it's an enjoyable movie, but first let's look at what's good about it. First off, unlike Godzilla, it doesn't tease the monster. The first half of the movie is spent introducing us to characters. And that's important, because it's not only a monster movie, there are humans in it as well. So it spends the time establishing who these people are and why we should care about them. That's not to say we necessarily will, because they're not exactly the deepest characters on Earth, and they're nothing unique, really. But they're well acted, and that's important. So the first part of the movie is establishing who these people are. The second part of the movie is spent establishing them getting to their destination, and you meet more characters, particularly more of the military characters. It's an interesting movie. It's well done and it's enjoyable. And as I said, it doesn't tease the monster. This is not a Hitchcock movie. It's something based on a 50s monster movie, for Christ's sakes. It's something based on a Japanese monster movie. Well, King Kong was actually originally made domestically in the United States, but it's of that genre. And so you don't tease the monster. You just give the people what they want. That's what Godzilla's biggest problem was, and why I can't stand that movie. It's boring, because that type of tease doesn't work in this context. And this movie, as I said, doesn't do that. It just kind of, once it establishes who our characters are and gets them to their destination, it gives you what you came to see, which is monsters fighting. Kong is all CGI, motion capture, and for the most part he looks pretty good. Though let's look at some of what's not so good. I wouldn't say bad, but just not so good. For a movie that cost $185 million, there's some wonky green screen in this movie. I mean wonky. It's cut in such a way as to hopefully obscure the fact, but it doesn't help much. As you can see, that's terrible green screen. It only lasts a few seconds, but it's really bad. Incredibly bad for a movie of this cost. It should not be. Another thing which is really odd is that Kong Skull Island is, structurally speaking, very similar to Prometheus. And I couldn't believe it either. And that's not to say that I'm saying it's the same movie or copied it. I'm not. What I am saying is that certain structural devices that are present in Prometheus are also present in Kong Skull Island. It's really weird to notice, but when you notice it, you can't quite get it out of your head.
These are images of archaeological digs from all over the earth. That's Egyptian, Mayan, Sumerian, Babylonian, that's Hawaiian there at the end, and Mesopotamian. Now this one here is our most recent discovery. It's a 35,000-year-old cave painting from the Isle of Skye in Scotland. These are ancient civilizations.
Landsat Field Supervisor Victor Nieves. This is my colleague Steve Woodward, data wrangler. Our expedition takes us to a place every nautical trade route known to man has avoided for centuries. As our satellites show, the island is surrounded by a perpetual storm system, allowing it to remain hidden from the outside world. But with Colonel Packard's helicopter transport, we will be the first to...
same configuration. It's got to predate the others by a millennium.
So, as I said, Kong Skull Island is an entertaining movie. Plus, it doesn't hurt that it's on iTunes on sale, so get it. It means less than a ticket to a movie. It's well worth it. Plus the extras, which I haven't viewed yet, but iTunes sends out really full extras. That's always good. It's an interesting movie. It looks good, and some of the dialogue is pretty witty. You'll enjoy it. I did. But it's a little confounding in some ways as well. It's a little sloppy, it's a little derivative, but like I said earlier, I would take this over the last reboot of Godzilla any day. It knows what it is, and for the most part stays faithful to it. You'll like it. This is Brian of ScreenFiles.com reviewing Kong Skull Island.